Okay. Yeah, this is the right save. That unknown signal falling down. It's a spinny one. One of the ones with the 2 gyros in it. I know this because I just got done playing about 3 hours of game where I failed to accurately record the king. Rather frustrating. And rather than try and just catch you guys up to where I was at the end of that recording, I wanted to go back and kind of redo things. But the reason I'm going to... Which way is that going to go? Yeah. The reason I'm letting you know and not just sort of like obfuscating it or doing something else is because I've already unlocked a bunch of blueprints. So now I'll go to the same places and do the same things. Oh, this is annoying. But I'm not going to get new blueprints from it, and when I grab them, I'll hopefully be able to identify them. This is really frustrating. But it's the only way that I can get small grid. Ah, there we go. Only way I can get small grid gyroscopes right now, because I still haven't unlocked that one. Anyway, I am planning on doing the same thing I basically did last time, which was just a little bit more exploration. And there we go. A little bit more exploration, but mostly I'm going to work on building my base. I've got the drill I can... Come on. Whoa. This thing is not easy to fly around with. Anyway, alright. I have my drill ship. I've got the sprite, so I can go and collect resources. I've got a number of locally adjacent boulders that I can collect resources from. And I have a goal, which is to get the crash pod, the landing pod, to no longer be required. I'm going to build it out here. And I'm also going to add some building, some structure to this guy. Which, I can do that. Come on, there we go. First. So, I think this episode should have a good amount of time lapses, a good amount of building and decorations going on, and well, sit back and enjoy what I can pull together for you. All right, see you on the other side.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
So this is one of the things I did, which I came here and fought this base off. I shot down the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and set up something that I set up previously for the gyros. I'm going to set gyroscope 2 as having very little power, around 5%. Alright. Now, on my combat screen here, I'm going to have the weapon, and then for gyroscope 2 with a very low percent, gyroscope 1 I'm going to turn on and off. And while I'm here, let's view with the camera as well. So, zoom in really good, and then it's hard to get perfect fine manipulation here, very whippy. But if I turn off the main gyro, then I get nice, slow, precise movements. So, let's get that little thing shot up. Alright. I think I have to be just inside of 800 for a... yeah, there we go. Another good hit. Yep. Oh, and it's on fire. Alright, there are two more. A small interior turret over there, and a custom turret over there. So the interior turret. Ay vey, that took way too many shots. Alright. Last time I didn't run out of ammo. Let's see what happens if I get closer. It is on fire, but it also isn't exactly... oh, yep. It's shooting at me.
Inventory full.
Now, does that mean it just lost its power? I want to try that, because I don't necessarily want to destroy it, but if I broke it so it can't be used, that should work. Alright, let's see. It's not shooting at me. Alright. So this place, which is Moose Camp, right? Did not really have anything particularly interesting. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's still rotating to shoot at me, but it can't, Oh, that's interesting. Let's try this again. Hopefully hitting that rotor part. Did I hit the rotor part? Just the rotor or what? Hey, the rotor's still there. Nice. Alright. Again, I had already learned that one. Alright, so let's go grab the blueprints that I had already unlocked. Looks like a warhead. And grab the one thing from here that I really didn't want to leave home without, which was this up here. I want to bring that back home. Alright, I think I grabbed it. I think it's good to go. So let's go. Thinking back to all of the blueprints that I got, that I unlocked, and I did get a number of them, but there weren't that many that were super exciting. I did get small grid rotors, however. The small one, not the large one, not the advanced rotor. And that was definitely interesting. Yeah. And off my coast. Can I Control G? Yeah, here we go. So I have the small grid rotor and the large grid hinge. And the piston part. So I'm getting closer to having all of them. But hydrogen tank, button panels, sensors. I think I had all those things already. In terms of weapons, I've got just the Gatling gun and the turret. I did get the antenna dish, which was interesting. I have the off-road wheel suspension 3x3 right, 5x5 right, 1x1 small grid right, and the regular wheel suspension 1x1. And then up in here I've got the hydrogen thrusters, the atmospheric thrusters. Nothing too good. Oh, the large hydrogen thruster in small grid. Regular hydrogen thruster in small grid. That's the one that's the single one block size. So, that basically covers what I unlocked, and those two locations were the only places I'd been to, mostly because I knew I wanted to get 4 total of these wind turbines. So let me install them, and I'll get back to where I was when I left off. Well, when I last recorded, I guess. It's more appropriate to say. Very frustrating when things like that happen, because I could have just continued playing, you know. C'est la vie, that's what happens. But I wanted to have it be a good story for, you know, continuity's sake. And reverse thrust, because I don't want to burn through this thing. Alright, here we go. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why that didn't work. There.
Fuel critical. Inventory full. Inventory full. Fuel critical.
Well, I'm not exactly done with scavenging pieces from the places I've been to, but this is definitely a good start, and I actually have the 3 or 4 pieces that I want to start working on the habitation module. Ran a little low on energy there for a minute. Let's make sure all my wind turbines are working. Doesn't need to be called level 6 wind turbine. Okay, alright, wind turbines, where are they? Yeah, I'm like 1 block lower than I need to be in order for them all to be perfect, but they're all really good. Anyway, let me get to work with welding all of this stuff up. I've got enough resources to get it going. There we go. And yeah, I'm gonna build a house. So here we go. Well, I have certainly gotten to a point where I'm happy with the shape. Happy with the, I think it's going to be airtight once it gets all of those pieces in. But my assembler and my refinery are, I've outpaced them. I need to let them make up some time. So I figure why not go over this way, and there's this one, the Lawrence, Lawrence's Folly. It's real close. May as well go over here and take out the turrets and see if there's anything special there. Looked pretty standard when I gave it a cursory glance last time, but, you know, can't hurt to triple check. That's just a... yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, let's get some sniping going. Okay, well that's finally nice to see. I hit this thing once, and it took me so long to keep getting another shot that it ran out of ammo. It looks like it's got a signal in there, so... hey! A large railgun. Well, I know I can be offensive at least. Says it has a faint signal in it. I don't see anything. Alright, couple of things worth note. This is completely out of batteries. Everything's done. So its pieces and parts are forfeit. The other thing is, over at Lawrence's Folly, I learned the small grid warfare battery. Except it doesn't work. Because I think what's happening is that's a skin applied to this battery here. It's a skin applied to that size battery. And because I don't have that size battery, applying a skin to it doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. So it's effectively nothing. The other kind of interesting thing I learned was the railgun. Yeah, the large railgun. Not sure when I'm going to be using this, but anyway. Let me hop into the mining ship here, the Sprite. I think I'll probably keep the name. And show you the only other thing over there that was really worth noting. This interesting little structure over here looks like a mock-up of some fuel tanks or something. And that, on top of it, is a solar panel. So, that will be worth coming back for. Otherwise, it was duplicates of the same kinds of buildings I've seen before. And one of the reasons I wanted to clear that space out was because I needed to come fly through here because I'm going to start mining iron at this iron mine up here. Well, this is awkward. I caught on that as I was trying to back in and drop down. I landed nice and square on it, though, so that's good. Unfortunately, the only way to fix it, I think, is to go in here and remove the iron bit by bit. Alright. I waited until morning to do this because I want to make sure there was some light, and the good news is both of those gyroscopes are oriented front forward. So, if I go here and override controls, I want to roll other way. That worked exactly how I wanted it to. Awesome. And look at that. I didn't have to empty the whole thing. And we're back. All right. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the things to be refined into iron, the ore to be refined into iron, and the iron to be turned into pieces, and then the pieces used to weld this up. Alright, this is it. Let's look at that little thing. O2 is low and it's hot. Ho 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 ho! Look at this. I can take my hood down. Haha. Alright, well, having a nice inside area that I can do things with is great. My Cryopod, just in case. I've got the survival kit and a bed. I had to bring a bed in from another one of the wreck sites because it was not unlocked for me. We've got the shower and a toilet, and if I'm thinking correct, using the toilet actually does something. Yes, I have organic here, and it's adding to my inventory. Oh, it's draining my food stat. Now, as biologic as that might be, the organic is necessary in this guy here. See, if we wanted to grow a pumpkin, it would require a missing pumpkin, some gravel, the organic I just produced, and some ice. Same thing with the cabbage. I don't know where I get pumpkin and cabbage, but there are a few other things in this set. There's a mushroom farm here, a composter, which I guess you put like extra food into it to create organics. That would make sense to me. There's an apple farm, which is too tall, which is why I left this space right here for it. The vegetable grower, and then a wheat farm and a soya farm. And the wheat and the soya, I'm thinking I might want to... I'll take these door windows here, and I'll stick them on the outside of the building, and I can put then the wheat and the soya in here, and I can work on growing them up. The kitchen here is interesting. You can produce tofu, steak, mushrooms, meat, soup, sparkling water, Europa iced tea, herbs. Where do you get the herbs from? Is there an herb garden as well? Ah, an herb grower here. Maybe I'll look into using these two spaces as well. It's a little bit more. It's more spacious in here than it actually is, because these walls are all, these would be the solid outside walls. So it's really just this space in here that I'm working with, basically a 3x4, 3x5 space. But yeah, I like it. Let's put my hood back up and head back outside. Nice. And as you saw, I attached the battery from the drop pod onto the miner, and I gotta see how much better is it at avoiding a red line now. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3, and well, it's still red lines on the upward acceleration, but I used to be redlining every time I maneuvered, so now it's just redlining on the upward acceleration, which is, I've got far more downward facing thrust than this thing deserves. So really what that is good for is when I'm coming back fully loaded. Yeah. Alright. Well, guys, let's take another look at the new house. Oh, I painted everything. I didn't mean to paint everything. I kind of wanted to keep the original colors that those things came in. But, well, I ended up just grabbing it all. I like how it looks. I need to reposition where those guns are now. I think I'm going to build a little bit of a bunker over the top. Maybe I can just grab that bunker piece and push it along the ground. That could be good. That could work. And then slide it on top of that. Well, anyway, ideas for the next episode. Which, thank you for joining me on Survival Records. I appreciate you hanging out, and see you next time.